Challenge to you. Does any of you know what separates you from animals? I'm going to give you 3 things. If y'all don't remember anything else tonight, I want you to remember this because it might save your life one day. The 3 things that make you a human being are: 1, you stand on 2 legs. Number 2, you have the ability to reason, to think. Number 3, you have the ability to bring about sympathy and compassion. What does God say He's going to write the commandments? On your heart and in your mind. So when you get in a situation that you are not sure about, stand back, encourage on those 2 legs, and reason in your heart to want for that other person the same thing you want for yourself. You don't want a bullet in your back. Why put a bullet in mine? Those 3 things. You stand up on 2 legs. You have the ability to reason. You have the ability to bring about sympathy and compassion. Don't ever forget those, because they may save your life one day. So that's the challenge. Go home. Change your prayers. Challenge everybody you know to change their prayers, and watch and see if this thing change quick. Amen. We can't keep praying for things for ourselves and praying selfish prayers and asking God to intercede. It's not going to happen.
Amen. That's right.
Open your hearts, open your mind, open your spirit. And then when we get the messages the way we need to get them, and we're spiritually fortified the way we need to be, and love each other the way we need to, they'll see that love and they'll behave the same way.
Amen.
That's all we have to do. Thank you.
Amen. Amen.
How you guys doing this evening? Everybody doing all right? Well, all this praise is going on a few minutes ago. Y'all got quiet already? That's what we're talking about now, being real. And we gotta keep it going. I'm not gonna be long because I know the night is has been long, and I just wanted to say a couple of things because I was given this opportunity, and I asked Dwight to stand here with me too because this is my partner. And as I think about this whole question of violence and the way it has had such a profound impact on people's lives, the first thing that comes to my mind is that we really are our brothers and sisters' keepers, whether we want to accept that or not. You know, God gave us a command very early on in the process of our lives, the life that He bestowed upon us, and that was to take care of one another. Far too often in society, we spend too much time focusing on ourselves. And consequently, we don't care about other people and their circumstances and experiences. Consequently, we become reactive to things that go on. It's been mentioned a couple of times tonight about the fact that there aren't a lot of people here, and that if it was a funeral, the place would be overrun and crowded. That's absolutely true, because we tend to react to things. When something goes wrong, we want to do something about it and fix it. But the way to do it right is to face it before the problem even becomes a problem.
Amen.
We're in a hole now, and the hole is being dug even deeper and deeper because we keep forgetting that what happens has a profound impact on us for years to come. And one of the things that I really appreciate about standing here with somebody like Dwight is because I've known Dwight now for almost 20 years. And Dwight and I have worked tirelessly in this community on lots and lots and lots of projects with young people and older people alike. And the only thing we decided to do was that we had to give of ourselves because there was a need. Each of us that leaves here tonight has to recognize that there's a need. And we don't need to wait for somebody to tell us what to do.
Amen.
We need to recognize that the need begins in our home in terms of raising our families, providing guidance and direction and structure and sanity to a world that is insane. We have to recognize that when we come together as one, that it's not about competition. It's not about me trying to one-up Dwight. Talked about somebody stepping on somebody's foot and killing the other person. You know, that's not necessarily a new phenomenon. 25, 30 years ago, they were taking people's shoes and leather jackets and Kango caps and things like that just because they were not able to identify with themselves as people, human beings, as Dwight said. The reality is simply this. We have to know who we are in order to get past the mess that we're in right now. When we recognize and believe and understand our identity as children of God, that's all we are. That we represent God in everything that we say and do. That's not just a religious thing. That's in the DNA of our lives. That means that when we relate to one another, I don't see Dwight as something. I see him as a person. I see him as a person of humanity. I see him as a person of worth and value. The reason that the violence occurs is because people have lost their sense of value in humanity. They just don't care. We can't allow that to continue, and we do need to put a stop to it. So I commend the organizers of this event tonight. I mean, you know, actually, I did hear about it. I was going to be here anyway. I didn't need to come up and say anything because I needed to be here to stand by them to say, I support what you do. That's all that matters to me. The fact that they took the initiative to make it happen, and I can just come somewhere and say, I affirm what you're doing because it has value and importance is all that matters to me. When we get to the point where it doesn't matter who gets the credit for something, we'll start making a difference in this world. And the violence will cease. We need to increase the peace. Peace.
Thanks, Brother Kenny. My name is James Mathis, and I'm the current president of the 100 Black Men Greater Huntsville chapter. And I just want to talk with you just a few seconds, but I have a lot of information out in the hallway there that I hope that you will stop by and pick up some of it, especially for your young people in terms of education. I'll talk about the 4 things that we do in this community within the 100 Black Men. There's 119 chapters throughout the world, and we're fortunate this year to be selected as the chapter of the year in mentoring. And that just didn't happen. It took a lot of work. And we're proud of that. We love what we do, even though we're not getting any pay for it. And I tell the guys, you can pay me the same thing you paid me last year, I'll still take it.
Amen.
Because I love what I do, because I've been blessed.
Amen.
I am blessed, not been blessed, but I am blessed.
Amen. That's it.
Every day I can walk around and smell the roses instead of pushing them up. I know I'm blessed. But in addition to that, what I want to tell the young people about, we have educational scholarships out there in the foyer. Please pick up one of those applications if you're a senior. And write that small essay and get it back to us. You're going to also find application out there for our national headquarters scholarship. Every year, thousands and thousands of dollars go by the wayside because no one will apply for them. That's a shame. You can change your situation. Don't tell me you can't go to school to get where you want to be because you don't have any money. It's your fault.
Amen.
Just put in a little time and make that happen. We also every year put on a health and wellness fair. And I'll tell you, my heart is broken most of the time. Everything is free. We get doctors and nurses from Huntsville Hospital, but we can't get the people out to get those checks that they need to help change their lives around. We're losing our young people to obesity, because the video games are capturing their attention instead of going out and walking just 1 mile with us. Within the 100, I was saying is real men given real time because what they see is what they be. That means a lot.
That does.
Amen. Because somebody took that time to reach back to help us to get to where we're at today.
Amen. Amen.
One other program that we have that we focus more with our young mentees within the program is economic empowerment. We must teach our kids that they must learn to save now. How to establish a budget. What the banking system is all about. See, if you give them $100 a day and say, go and invest it, they'll go get a pair of tennis shoes. And I tell every one of the young kids today that you are a millionaire. You are a millionaire. You are going to be a millionaire. And normally they look at me and say, this man is crazy. But by the time you graduate through high school and go through 4 years of college, let's say that's 8 to 9 years from now, the average salary in Huntsville will be somewhere around $50,000 a year. 20 years, times 50,000 to what? $1 million. The key to that, you got to do what Uncle Sam do. Take you some off the top. After you put your tithe in church, you go ahead and take some off the top and put it away. We have to teach our kids to understand about finances because they don't care about those kinds of things. And most importantly, what we do in this community is mentoring. Our program is based on mentoring to young African-American males from ages 8 through 18. And we try to teach them how to become a man. All of the responsibility of men to become a man. First and foremost, God is number one in their lives. And through that, everything else just flows. somebody's always there to help. But we help them with the educational skills that they need in order to make it to point A to point B. And then we help provide scholarships for them to go off to school. And we show them, not only pattern to them, a model for them, the way that they should go about their lives. And to treat everyone with respect. Because somebody is always out there willing to help. Peace over violence. When I got that email saying, would you guys come, my heart just leaped out. And that is where I need to be. Because just recently during our holiday gala, that was the last thing I said in my speech. We have got to do something about the violence in our community.
That's right. Amen.
If we just stop in our own little space and just talk to the people in our own little space, it will multiply. All we got to do is talk to the people in our own little space about the goodness of God and what He's doing in our lives. And you don't have to be loud about it. You just share your life with them. We all have a story to tell. Again, there's plenty of information out there. I thank you. I thank you for what you're doing. And anything that we can do to help, just please let me know.